Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will take the field first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down, Commodores.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
42, Spider.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fights off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Trying to pull his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got it behind the line. It's McCourty. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab behind the line. It's Coates. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Wants to throw again. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got
some room headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Commodores want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third down play from the gun. He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 20. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shut down corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's in open space downfield. Bulldozes his way through. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over TCU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gibson. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from inside his spot. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Rushes on him. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this 1st punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. Unloads it left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hard running there. Sweet cut there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Commodores send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over TCU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Gibson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gibson. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here comes the heat. Runs through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's Gibson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's McCourty. There he goes! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off play action. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Commodores are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch near the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Cooks. Blast his way ahead with not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Bring in the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. At the 35, he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Coates. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Gibson. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Might be changing the route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Coates. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together with the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Gibson. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. Turns on the Jets. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Red pass, it's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Gibson. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down to the 1-yard line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to set field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the done.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Coates. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Open space at the 25. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Gibson. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.